All right, okay. So, as a smart, hardworking professional expert, how many times do you think, to yourself and have this kind of conversation about the sacrifice you've had to make to get to where you're at in your career? The sacrifice, the time in college, the amount of money you've had to invest, your family time that you've had to, put on hold, vacation time, resources, just, working towards getting to the top of your career. And now you feel like, oh my goodness, I feel tired. I can't do this anymore. I feel burnt out. I wish I could, create a fresh start, a fresh new start. And to make matters worse, you go on social media and you see all these success stories, and you're thinking to yourself, wow, I wish I could do that. I wish I could have a fresh start, but I'm just too tired. I'm numb. The burnout is real. I wish there's something I could do with my career to make me have that passion, that energy I had when I first started. How many times do you have to think about that? See, if you are a smart, which I know you are, hardworking professional expert who's on the verge of burnout, whose career is like, oh, I'm just so tired. I don't know what else to do. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how to pivot and create a fresh new start around your career in such a way to prevent it from burnout. And not only that, it's going to give you confidence and clarity to turn in your skills into a nice monthly figure if you so desire to. And before I do that, actually, if you want in a free checklist I created with an MP3 video, no, MP3 audio rather, of how to rediscover your passion and create simple process that's going to help prevent your career from burnout, as well as turn your skills into a nice monthly figure. All you need to do is just to drop me a comment, and I'm going to show that via the messenger to you. And you're probably thinking, okay, so how do I know this works? I see, many stories on social media about all this and that. Guess what? These are the little steps I've had to take, and that has taken me from being a cranky, burnt out, overwhelmed, tired pharmacist to becoming my own boss with my own coaching consulting business, where I'm able to help clients create impact on my own terms and get paid nicely for it. So in the next 5 minutes, as I said, I'm going to be showing you how to create a fresh new start around your career in such a way to prevent it from burnout and give you the tools and the tips that you need to turn your skills into a nice monthly figure. Let's go.
5 things to ask when looking for a fresh start. That's it. You've had it. Life is just not going as well as you'd like. It's time for a change, a fresh start, if you will. But how do you know where even to begin? Especially if you're still neck deep in a life you want to escape. It's simple. You start by asking yourself these 5 questions. What are you looking for? Too often, what we're thinking is a change in our life is nothing more than a dressed-up version of the old. To avoid falling into this trap, start looking for real and actual change. Start by asking the hard questions. What do you want out of life? How are you not getting this? What would you need to attain this? What's one positive change which would place you closer to this dream? How many risks are you willing to take? Fresh starts will demand a certain commitment from you, which manifests in how much of yourself you're willing to put into the project. If you're not willing to risk a new way of life, or much in the way of change, you're not going to have much success. What is different about the life you're proposing? If you're looking for a new beginning, there has to be something new, or you're not starting over at all. You are merely continuing what you've been doing all along. What is the thing you haven't done before? What are you giving up? A new beginning means something else is ending. What are you leaving behind? Keep in mind, this question doesn't necessarily imply you need to abandon every aspect of your past. Sometimes we're leaving behind only a small part of our life. Are you truly ready to let go of the past? This last question can be hard because you might not know this answer until you've begun. Every fresh start is doomed to failure if you're weighed down with a lot of baggage from the past. At the very least, though, it helps to have a positive attitude about letting go and are willing to do the work to make this happen. In the end, these questions will give you some idea of what to expect as you embark on this journey of letting go. After all, being prepared is truly half the battle. 5 super steps to a fresh start. Do you ever wish you could hit the reset button? If you're tired of the way things are and find yourself daydreaming all the time about a different you doing different things in a different place, it's time for a change. If you're aiming for a fresh start, you're going to need a little help. Why not try these 5 super steps to a fresh start as you embark on your new journey? Figure out the goal. What do you want? On the surface, this question seems pretty easy. For example, you might think your goal is to have more money. But when someone asks why, you respond if you had money, you wouldn't have to work so hard, and you'd have more time with your kids. Now you've discovered what you actually want: time with your family. Know your values. Now that you have some idea of what you're looking for, how are you going to get it? Knowing your core values will help to dictate those actions. So if honesty is a core value, robbing a bank to get money so you can spend time with your kids is out. Get organized. Congratulations, you have a solid direction in mind and even something of a plan. Now, having combined goals with values, it's time to prepare for action. This means cleaning out things from your life which no longer serve you. It also means working through emotions and old baggage so you can move forward without these things holding you back. Rewrite the script. What are you telling yourself? No matter how well prepared you seem, if you're still putting yourself down, calling yourself a failure, or bringing to mind a constant stream of negativity, you're doomed to fail. It's time to switch out the dialogue. Look for the positive spin on everything you say. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt and treat yourself the way you'd want to treat your best friend. In other words, if you wouldn't say it to them, why are you telling it to yourself? Embrace a thankful spirit. Last, cut yourself some slack. Be thankful for the lessons learned. Forgive yourself for the past, and move on to your fresh start. Then, to be doubly sure the past doesn't sink into your fresh start with you, extend some of this grace to others. Be thankful for what people have given you along the way. Extend forgiveness to those in your life who have wronged you, and move on without baggage to hold you back. With these 5 tips, you'll be prepped and ready for your fresh start in no time at all.
Right, okay. So what do you think about what Casey described, the little steps Casey just described in the video? Do you think it's doable? I'm going to answer that question for you. Yes, it is very doable, right? Remember, it's not about you. When it comes to fresh start, it's not about you knowing everything. The first thing you need to do is to strip yourself of the unknown fear. Strip yourself of the unknown fear, because that helps you take a whole weight off your shoulder and you become more receptive in following simple steps that's going to help you achieve your ultimate goals. So don't forget, if you're wanting that free checklist, do drop me a comment and I'm going to shoot that to you in the messenger. Stay safe.